We were supposed to step into treasure today, and I know some of you were ready. But Proverbs 19:2 says, "Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way?" We are not rushing this. When we talk about treasure, we are talking about your heart, and that deserves weight. So tomorrow we go deep. But before we do, let me remind you what God has been building in us. We started with the Beatitudes, the kind of people God calls blessed, and it shocked us. Not the loud, not the powerful, not the impressive, but the poor in spirit, the meek, the hungry for righteousness. Then Jesus said, "You are salt and light." And we asked the uncomfortable question, have you lost your influence? Is your faith private because it's powerless? Then we face this. Jesus didn't cancel the law. He raised the standard. It's not about rule keeping, it's about heart righteousness. We confronted religious goodness, because being good is not enough for the kingdom. Pharisee-level obedience still failed. Then it got personal. Anger. You've never killed anyone, but Jesus says, look again, because murder starts in the heart. Then lust, the sin nobody wants to talk about, but Jesus did, because purity is not external, it's internal. Then divorce and covenant faithfulness. Hardness of heart destroys what God joined. Kingdom commitment is not cultural convenience. Then integrity. Why Christians shouldn't need to swear to be believed. If your yes isn't enough, something is wrong. Then loving enemies. This is where most believers quietly disobey Jesus because revenge feels natural, but kingdom love looks like the Father. Then we stepped into motive, giving without performing. When God ignores your good deeds because you wanted applause more than approval. Then prayer. Why many prayers never get answered. Not because God is deaf, but because we pray without alignment. We broke down the Lord's Prayer line by line. And then fasting. The discipline nobody wants, but everyone needs. Not gloomy faces, not spiritual drama, but hunger for God in secret. Do you see what Jesus has been doing? He has been dismantling performance and rebuilding righteousness. If you were waiting for the treasure teaching today, I honor that hunger. But Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He makes everything beautiful in its time." Tomorrow is that time. Because when we talk about treasure, we are exposing where your heart truly lives. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Not where your mouth says, not where your church attendance says, but where your investment is. Are you storing in heaven or building what cannot survive eternity? This series is not casual. We are in the middle of a kingdom recalibration. If you missed any teaching, go back and watch from the Beatitudes, subscribe, turn on notifications. Tomorrow is not just another upload, it's a heart audit. Be ready.